Hi, this is Harold Smith. I have just recently read this book well, actually, I didn't read it. I listened to it on audiobooks. That's now my preferred way of reading books. I can sit back, relax, and just enjoy someone reading to me. But anyway, this book was very inspiring. It talked about many of the problems that we have today, especially stress in our lives. And then the solution that he gives in part two of his book is really the title of the book, and that is The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. And he discusses quite in depth the need for us to go about this in a ruthless way, to eliminate hurry in our lives. We can do things quickly, we can, but the aspect of hurrying brings about a lot of stress and frustration in our lives. And then in part three, he discusses some practical applications. He talks about the need for us to have, number one, periods of silence and solitude in our lives, to have meditation time alone with God. Then, number two, he talks about the importance of observing the Sabbath, that on the Sabbath we are to rest. And this is the purpose of God's creation, his plan. Work 6 days, but on the seventh, rest. And he goes in a great explanation of the importance of observing the Sabbath. The third practical applications deals with simplifying our lives. We just make things too complicated. We need to simplify. Do we really need all the stuff that we've got and all the clutter, all the busy schedules? And then number four, he talks about slowing down. But it was a very interesting book. But the part that I want to stress in this book was a chapter that he called The Secret of the Easy Yoke. And of course, he's talking about the reference in Matthew chapter 11 where Jesus is talking about the easy yoke. Now, a yoke is a farming terminology, and a yoke was a tool that was placed on two oxen, and that way they could share the burden of the load that they were carrying or pulling or dragging. And so Jesus is referring and calling us to share this yoke with Jesus, that it's an easy yoke. And then he takes a moment to just kind of reflect on this verse in chapter 11, Matthew. And I want us to reflect on that verse. And I'm going to go real slow. And I want you to really take it in. And Jesus is talking here, and he says, "Come to me, all ye who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. And you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Now I'm going to repeat this, and I'm going to use a paraphrase version. This is from the Messenger, and it is a paraphrase. But here again, let's just listen to this, very carefully, and just meditate upon what Jesus is saying here. He says, "Are you tired? Worn out? Burned out on religion? Come to me. Get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythm of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly." I hope you'll take this verse and for 2021. Read it daily. Meditate upon it. For Jesus' yoke is easy, and his burden are light. He'll carry it for you. Wishing all of you a happy new year and a great 2021 from Marcella and I. Have a good day.